Housekeeper and the pony.
Yetta is far more elegant.
Okay. Okay. All right, Yetta.
Is that the one where I got the housekeeper fired?
No, that's a different story.
All right.
That really is not political.
Actually, I didn't get her fired. She quit.
This is not really all that much of a story, but we lived in Wewoka. Mom and Dad had the junkyard. Barry and I were little, quite little. I don't know, 4 or 5.
Smaller than we are now.
Much smaller than we are now, and we had a little Shetland pony. And so one day, I don't know why, but I decided it'd be a really great day to have a circus. And so, what was the Shetland pony's name? Smokey. We brought Smokey into the house.
Oh, no.
Which seemed like a really good idea to me. And I said, Barry, what do you think about bringing Smokey into the house? And Barry said, yeah, sounds all right. So here is Smokey and Barry and me, and we're in the dining room, and somebody had a cane. I don't know who'd left a cane at the house, but anyway, there was a cane. And so I decided it would be really, really cool if I got on top of Smokey, on top of the dining room table, took the cane, hooked it to the chandelier, and swung. So Barry helped me. He was my accomplice. And Mother said that she walked into the house, to the room, and all she could see was the horse, Barry, me with a cane swinging from the chandelier, and Barry's going, "Hi, Mom." Hi, Mom. She said she didn't know whether to scream, at which point the horse could have run through the house, galloped away. I could have fallen from the chandelier, or I don't know what Barry would have done, but that's a true story.
Where was the housekeeper?
The housekeeper.
Sit there and
Yes, it was the audience. No, the housekeeper was somewhere else. When Jeffrey was a little boy, I guess Aunt Pauline and Uncle Gus were there visiting or something, I'm not sure what. And we had a housekeeper whose name was Catherine. And Catherine, God bless her, was really and truly Aunt Jemima. I mean, that's just the way she looked. She was a large, jolly black woman. And she had worked for us, for Mom, for a long, long time. And Jeffrey was a little tiny boy. How old, Jeff?
4?
4, something. And he said to Catherine one day, who had been very nice to him and had cooked and all that, Jeffrey said, "Catherine, don't you ever wash your face?" Well, we all did the same thing. We went, Catherine quit that day. And that's a true story. That's it.
It's always been called.
Yes.
It's always cleaned up. Okay, Mom.
She did.
Mother, may I request a story?
Which one is that?
About Jeff going to visit Dad on his red trike or his red fire engine or something?
No, but I can tell you a story about my father bragging on my mother's cooking. And she was a wonderful cook. And so, my father is sitting in the breakfast room, and Mother had just served him one of her wonderful meals. And one of the workmen from the yard, from the oil well supply, came in, and so he said, "Bill, sit down here. This is wonderful food. You've got to eat it." And he said, "No, Mike. I just ate. I'm not hungry." And he says, "Bill, sit down and eat this food. This is delicious food." And he says, "But no, Mike, I'm really not hungry." My father gets up from the table, goes into the bedroom, and in the top drawer he has one of those cowboy guns. He brings that gun, lays it down on the table. He said, "Now, Bill, don't you want to taste this food?" He said, "Yes, yes." And that's a true one. I saw it. Gotta eat that food. So eat your dinner. Any more stories? Any more songs?
No.
I heard I was a troublemaker when I was 6 years old with my red boots. Can you tell them that? And about the trash cans and stuff?
He was 4 or 5 years old, and let me see how that went. We had a drugstore in the neighborhood, and a policewoman came in to the store and said, "Do you have a little boy about 7, 8 years old?" And I said, "No, my son is only 4 or 5. He's tall for his age." He says, "Does he have a pair of red rubber boots?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "Well, there was a little boy with red rubber boots who was making a nuisance of himself, pushing little girls off a tricycle. And
I don't remember that part.
he's running with these 2 boys. Well, I take him home.
I thought I kicked the trash cans over or something.
Living you know what out of him. I am not. I'm a spanking.
Oh, you're a spanking mother.
I'm a spanking mother. I don't know about you all, but I was a spanking mother. And so, where am I going with this? The way I spanked him was 3 licks. Up in position, I hit him once, twice, 3 times. Only got 3 times, but he never knew which one was going to be the worst. And that's exciting. But he never played. I said, "Don't you play with these boys ever, ever, ever again." So he didn't, but they were arrested the next week because they had burned down somebody's garage. So there you go.
I thought I was just kicking the trash cans over. I don't remember that part.
That's your cousin over there. Yes, red rubber boots.
Yeah, I remember the red rubber
The reason
boots.
that we got 3 spankings and you never knew which one was the hardest, it gave the mother or the father or whoever time to get their anger in check.
That's
so that
right.
they can do the shit out of it.
So listen, good advice.
Can I
3
do that?
licks, but never let them know
Sam, I
which
gotta
one's going to
pick
be
that
the
up.
worst one.
Sammy, did I do that?